Over 2,000 people have lost their lives so far in the earthquakes in Myanmar. And acting as the first responder, India immediately sending out assistance too, not just messages of peace. In this dire situation, among the first to arrive, India has called the initiative as Operation Brahma. Relief material from India includes tents, sleeping bags, blankets, ready-to-eat meals, water purifiers, hygiene kits, solar lamps, generator sets and essential medicines, including some medical items like syringes, gloves, cotton bandages and more. The External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Randir Jaiswal added that 2 C-17 aircraft with over 100 members of the Indian Army Field Hospital Unit, including women and childcare services, and 60 tons of relief material have already landed in Myanmar. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar sharing that Indian Air Force's C-130J has also been from Delhi to Mandalay carried 16 tons of essential humanitarian aid of rice and other food items. 10 personnel from the Indian Army Field Hospital Unit with the DCMDA arrived in Mandalay via the aircraft and conducted detailed coordination with the authorities in Myanmar. In fact, you should know that the field hospital has already been made operational in Mandalay for the people of Myanmar. In the latest, not just the Indian Air Force or the Indian Army, the Indian Navy as well has sent the ship INS Gharial from Visakhapatnam with 442 metric tons of essential food items. INS Satpura and INS Savitri already have landed in Yangon with the relief assistance. Expert teams are already seen on the ground helping with the rescue mission. To be honest, this commitment makes me proud as an Indian. How our nation is at the forefront to help people of a country that has already been long burdened by a political turmoil, emergency situations, and then comes in this natural disaster. You should know that the United States of America, several other countries also have offered to assist after a call for help came from the Myanmar authorities. But India responded immediately. One, because of our geographical proximity, of course, but also close historical cultural ties with Myanmar, which we also call Burma. The twin earthquakes that struck Myanmar and neighboring nations including Thailand were 7.7 and 6.4 magnitude on the Richter scale. So the massive damage was immediately visible when visuals began to pour in. Soon the aftermath suggested that more than 2,000 people have died already, many injured, many missing, many waiting to be rescued even now. Myanmar has declared a state of emergency across the worst affected regions after the earthquake. Here is what you need to know. India shares a long land border of over 1,643 kilometers with Myanmar, as well as a maritime boundary in the Bay of Bengal. 4 northeastern states, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram, have a boundary with Myanmar. This is the reason that we've also had border concerns, a major flashpoint politically and diplomatically. Incidents of infiltration, refugee influx, illegal entries. Rohingya crisis predominantly originates from Myanmar. But there are also strong cultural ties. India shares spiritual, historical, linguistic and also ethnic ties with Myanmar, especially sharing the Buddhist heritage. Also, the freedom struggle against the British was at one point fought together because both were British colonies at one point in time. The only ASEAN country adjoining India, therefore a gateway to Southeast Asia. Therefore, the Act East and Neighbourhood First policies have been the focus between India and Myanmar. India has been, since a few years, already undertaking key initiatives in the restoration of the Ananda Temple in Bagan and the repair and conservation of a large number of damaged pagodas. It remains to be seen how that situation goes ahead now. The Embassy of India in Yangon has a full-fledged cultural centre named the Swami Vivekanand Cultural Centre, where different kinds of cultural events are organised. In fact, it's also about the Indian diaspora. Between 1.5 to 2 million people of Indian origin have been living and working in various parts of Myanmar. They also have been affected at this juncture because of the earthquake. On that note of hoping rescue, relief and peace for the people of Myanmar, thank you for watching this episode of Homeland.